Inside me, English fighting legend. It's the Mex. It's not too many. And there's the bell for round one. They both want a knockout, you can tell. To be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. The right hook just missed. The straight right just misses. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. David Benavidez might be ready to go. And apparently no rest for the weary. Thought about taking a breath, but instead, they're in there throwing bombs again.
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
And it's survival time for David Benavidez. Trying to buy time. It appears that the moment of trouble has passed, at least for now.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Nice counter shot. They're both going for the KO. It's so obvious. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Benavidez.
What's he doing?
On to the second round. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Perhaps the hottest ticket in town for this fight tonight.
Can you imagine walking into this, Todd? Walking into an arena with such noise, people chanting your name. You can't even hear your cornerman whispering in your ear. I've been in situations like that where it can be terrorizing if you haven't got your wits about you.
Big hook thrown, but it doesn't connect. Nice counter. There's a counter shot. And he scores with the counter. Nice stop, but that won't score. That counter shot lands. Can't throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You're gonna get knocked out. That hook just can't find the target. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about David Benavidez in that last round. On to the third. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Beautiful counter punch. score. Off the charts action from both of these fighters. Just missing with the uppercut. The Mexican monster's in trouble. Didn't wait too long to get back and get engaged.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once, they know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense, work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
Well done with that counter shot. They are giving us a high-tempo show. The perfect counter lands. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about David Benavidez that last round. Well, we know they've got the... Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. He missed with that jab. Straight right just misses. Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Unlucky to miss with that jab. And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. Neither one of them want this to go to the judges' scorecards. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Benavidez that last round. That was almost a 10-8 round. And there's the bell for round 5. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
And the Mexican monster might be ready to finally go down. Just one punch away from getting the momentum back.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walk right through?
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's so hard to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
Back and forth they go, neither fighter willing to back down.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. Do you believe what we are seeing? Both men step back for just a moment. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about David Benavidez in that last round. Talk about a one-sided three. There's the bell for round 6. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Catch and shoot. We hear that old phrase, second win. You've got to find it somehow.
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the glamorweight is a heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace. You can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back in history. Do you know the amazing fights at middleweight are ridiculous? That is what writes our history books.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. Perfect counter shot. Big shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. Those counter punches have to hurt. Counter punch. That counter punch caught him clean. Timing beats speed. Speed beats power. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Talk about David Benavidez that last round. And around that and there's the bell for round 7. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
These fighters want to see the judges' scorecards. You can tell one of these fighters is starting to fade. What does he need to do to get back in this contest?
Look back in the history books. Some of the best fighters in the world were the middleweights. Yes, the glamour division is the heavyweights, we know. But I'm telling you now, you look right there. These guys are on it. Fast, sharp, powerful. But it hurts, and you can imagine that being you. They're the size of an average man.
Both fighters landing in these exchanges, Judge is going to have a tough job.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Throwing the hook, but it doesn't score. Beautiful counter shot. Block the left there. Back and forth they go. How about that time counter shot? talk about Benavidez that last round. They've got the momentum. They've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round? And we enter the 8th round. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
He threw a punch and just got countered. The only fear you have with this fighter is, has he punched himself out? Misses with the straight left. We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. That uppercut just missed. Someone's will cave, but which fighter will it be? Good counter punching. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. So in the